Houston is at 17-28, and they just lost Jose Altuve and Lance McCullers Jr. in the same week. Before the standings, before the transactions and the numbers, that's one of the stories that matters. This is the division line. The standings don't lie, and the box scores don't either. I'm Pete Dwyer. This is the division line from the Baseball Nerd. 6 divisions, 30 teams, and one weekly breakdown of what the numbers actually say. Atlanta leads all of baseball at 36-18. Tampa Bay is right behind at 34-16, and the Dodgers are 33-20. That rounds out the top 3, and those are the best 3 records in baseball right now. For your division leaders in the AL East, Tampa Bay Rays, again 34-16, 4.5 up on the Yankees. The Rays went 4-2 in the week. They swept Baltimore and then dropped 2 of 3 to New York. In the AL Central, the Guardians are at 32-23, 4.5 up on the White Sox, and the White Sox keep coming. The Guardians went 6-1 on the week. They swept Detroit and took 2 out of 3 from Philadelphia. That's actually a statement week. In the AL West, the Athletics, 1 game over 500 at 27-26, are 2 up on Texas. The Athletics went 4-3 on the week, taking 3 of 4 from the Angels, but dropped 2 of 3 to San Diego. This division is wide open. 1 game over 500 is your division leader. In the NL East, the Atlanta Braves, best record in baseball, 9 up on Washington. The Braves went 4-3 on the week and took 3 of 4 from Miami, but they lost 2 of 3 to Washington. That stings just a little bit. In the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers are on a tear. They're at 30-20, 1.5 up on St. Louis. Milwaukee went 4-2 on the week. They swept the Cubs and then dropped 2 of 3 to the Dodgers. Those were good games. St. Louis is breathing down their necks at 29-22. In the NL West, the Dodgers are still 1.5 up on San Diego. The Dodgers went 4-2 in the week. They took 2 from San Diego and 2 from Milwaukee. That's a good road trip. The NL West is still too close to call. For the wild card, in the American League, the Yankees and the White Sox are in. The Twins are on the cut line. The Blue Jays and the Rangers are 1 game out. Way too early to be talking about this, but it's still fun. In the National League, the Padres and the Cardinals are in. The Cubs are on the line. Arizona's a half game out. Cincinnati's 1.5 back. Part of what we talk about on this is the spark score. There's 3 of them that we're watching this week. Number 1, Ben Rice from the Yankees. His spark score sits at 66. This week, he's been doing it. Right now, he's at a weighted runs created plus of 180. His ISO is 347, and his base on ball rate is 12.8. The Yankees needed someone to step up. Ben Rice is the guy. Jordan Walker is still killing it in St. Louis. His spark score is 70. He's at 215 plate appearances so far. His weighted runs created plus is 172. His base on balls is a little bit less than Ben Rice's at 9.3%. The Cardinals are 1.5 out on the National League Central. Jordan Walker is a big reason that they're in this conversation. Munetaka Murakami from the White Sox. His spark score is 69. He's got 221 plate appearances, the most out of all 3. His expected weighted on base average is 379. His isolated power is at 300. Base on ball rate is at 18%. The White Sox are not supposed to be in the wild card picture. Murakami is a big reason that they are. Now we get into the fade scores. This is the one that tells you these are the guys to let go. You got a fantasy team, you're wondering what's not going right for your team. There's probably a good answer in these 3. Right now, TJ Friedl from Cincinnati. His fade score is 54. He's got 169 plate appearances. His weighted runs created plus is sitting at 43. He's got some work to do. His K rate is high at 23.7. The Reds are 1.5 out in the national wild card, and they need Friedl to wake up. Cedric Mullins from Tampa Bay, his score is a 54. This year he's had 165 plate appearances, and his weighted runs created plus is at 50. He's costing the Rays. A base on ball rate of only 5%. This is the best team in baseball that he's playing for. He needs to step up. Marcus Semien from the New York Mets. His fade score is even 60. 206 plate appearances this year. His ISO, it's at a 0.85. His K rate is 20.4%. The Mets are already in a hole. Marcus Semien isn't helping. The prospect of the week should come as no surprise from Nick Kurtz from the Athletics. In 234 plate appearances, a weighted runs created plus of 161, 61% better than the average Major League Baseball player. His expected weighted on-base average is 393. He's hit 8 home runs. He's 23 years old. The A's are leading the AL West, such as it is, and their first baseman is one of the best young hitters in baseball right now. As we go on to injuries and transactions, the Mets lost A.J. Minter on a left lat surgery. The bullpen was already short with Holmes out. This doesn't help. Jose Altuve from the Astros hit the 10-day IL with a left oblique strain. Houston can't afford this at 17 and 28. What they can't afford even more is Lance McCullers also going down. He's on a 15-day IL with right shoulder inflammation. That's another pitcher gone for the Astros right now. Staying in Texas, let's go to the shortstop for the Rangers. Corey Seager is put on the 10-day IL with lower back inflammation. The AL West race is tight, as it should be, and this hurts Texas. Jumping over to Chicago, Kyle Teel from the White Sox is on a 60-day IL with a right hamstring. He's going to be a while. Down to Atlanta, Hurston Waldrop got transferred to the 60-day IL for right elbow surgery. Atlanta is losing rotation depth, and they can't afford it right now. Brian Hayes from the Reds is on the 10-day IL with a lumbar bulging disc. It hurts to say it, and it's got to hurt to have it. Back injuries are tricky, and this one's going to be worth watching. The big return this week was Gerrit Cole for the Yankees. Came in, threw 6, shut him down. Lost the game, but threw like Gerrit Cole throws. This is after Tommy John surgery and his rehab. I think he's going to be just okay. Ronald Acuna Jr. got activated for Atlanta, but then he got hurt again. So now it's day-to-day. What are we going to watch this week? Number 1, Cardinals and Brewers from the NL Central, and it starts on Monday. St. Louis is 1.5 back. Milwaukee just swept the Cubs. This one is going to matter. Shifting over to the AL West is the Mariners and the Athletics. The AL West division should go through Seattle. This one starts tonight. Oakland leads by 2. Seattle is 1 game out of the wild card, and every one of these is going to matter. They're playing in Sacramento. It might make for some fun watching. The Cubs and Cardinals starts later in the week on Friday. They're 2 wild card teams. They're in the same division, and it's always a good rivalry. The standings will definitely look different by Sunday. That's The Line. New episodes drop every Monday morning. Like, follow, and share. Subscribe to the Baseball Nerd on Substack. Your recaps, standings, and box scores are always live at thebaseballnerd.com.